times have you heard people say, life is great? I mean, it is really, really wonderful, and I am enjoying life because life is great. Well, that's not true. Life is not great. Life is never great. Or how about life is really miserable? I'm just not really enjoying life because life is so hard and it's just getting to me, and it's just very overwhelming for me. And I just think life is really, really trying. It's just hard. Well, that's also not true. Life is not great, and life is not hard. Life is simply potential. That's all. It's simply potential. What makes your life great or hard are your decisions. That's all. You can say as simple as that. Although for most humans, it might not be that simple because most of the time we just don't really understand it. That it's not about life, it's about our individual decisions. Think about life this way. Life is like an oven. Okay, you turn the oven on, it gets hot, but nothing's in it. Now, whatever you put in the oven will cook it. It doesn't matter. If you put something in the oven that you like, the oven will cook it. If you put something in the oven that you don't like, the oven will cook it just the same. Because it was you that decided, or should I say, it was you who decided to put that thing in the oven. Life is the same way. And why am I pulling up this comparison here? Well, because when you understand this, you also then can consciously understand what to decide or what to bring in your life. Because no one is responsible for that except yourself. When we hear the term that life offers us every opportunity, this is true. Now think about opportunity. You have the opportunity to do something wonderful in your life, but you also have the opportunity to do something that's not so wonderful. Life is not at fault for that. It has nothing to do with life. Life is that thing that we just are in. Life offers us the potential, the possibility. What we do inside of life is our responsibility and our doings. Think about this for a moment. How easy is it to place fault on something that has nothing to do with your decisions? Now, we see other people in the world making decisions, and we say that's the way the world is, because these people, whether you call them the higher ups, they make certain decisions, and we learn about that, and from this we form our opinions. But those decisions are not mine. Those decisions don't have to affect me mentally. I can form my own decisions. I can choose not to let that affect me because I have my own personal thoughts and my own personal mind, my own personal power, so to speak. And most of the time, we humans will say life is great or it's miserable, just depending on a few situations. Well, life is great if the sun is shining, if it's Friday or Saturday, if you have a pocket full of money and you're on vacation. So life is great, but it's just life. On the other hand, if you have no money, if the weather's, you say, miserable to you, if you don't know what to do, and if you're just not feeling well, then life is maybe what you would say miserable. But it's also still life. Life is simply life, everyone. The question is, what shall we do with, or what shall we do within this life? Because once again, we humans love to shuck responsibility on situations, on things, on people, and then all of a sudden, we're not responsible for anything. You see, here's the problem with the God and the devil scenario. If everything is going wonderful, and you're feeling great and you're in sort of a nice groove, then you say, God poured out a blessing to my soul and my life. On the other hand, if it's the opposite, if things are not going as you thought or not as planned, then the devil must be responsible for that. That old devil is putting obstacles in front of me and just keeping me down. You see, but God and devil, it's just life. It's just life. It's about your decisions. We humans are given the gift of what we call choice. And choice lies within our decisions. That's the choice we made. But of course, we have to be willing to accept the responsibility and make the choices and say, I did it or I did not do it as far as the way I wanted to or could have. And then we also take the responsibility, understanding that we can change our lives. But as long as it's some outside force, then we feel like we are a victim. So what's the takeaway from this video here? Well, life simply is. The word that you put behind is up to you. Life is wonderful. Life is strange. Life is difficult. Life is grand. Life is beautiful. Life is a wonder. Life is funny. And all these words that you put behind, that's your responsibility. That's up to the decision that you make. Because in ending this video, let me say this. We humans, I'll say, are put here in this world. But it's no one else's obligation to do anything for me, to give me anything, to look after me, to care for me, or anything else. And the sooner that you understand this, the better and the quicker you can start or continue to look after yourself and be independent, first mentally and physically. And then you can start saying life is grand or life is whatever, depending on how you decide. I'm going to leave it right there. Until the next video.
Hey everyone, Advancing Being Mind here. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to see more content like this, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you already are subscribed, thanks for the support. Take care.